Aries, welcome to Infinite Light. I'm doing a midweek reading for you guys today. I want to take a look at like any hidden energy that you have around you that you need to be aware of moving on for the rest of your week. All right. So I'm planning on doing this typically on Wednesdays, hump day or whatever you want to call it, just to see where we are at as an Aries community. And then that way you have a little bit of an advantage. All right, guys, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't force anything. As always, I would appreciate it if you liked, especially if you resonate, or if you just like me as a reader. Subscribe, turn on that bell notification button, and definitely feel free to comment down below. I'm very active in my comment section, so you will see me in there and throughout and interacting. All right. Let's say a prayer and protect it. I'm feeling a bit antsy, which is interesting because, you know, when they say like if you're a bit anxious or just feeling your energy off a little bit, go outside and ground yourself. And I've literally just come in from cutting the grass and working in the garden. So and I'm wearing green, which is a very heart-centered color, and I just feel like there was a reason why I'm wearing green, and then there's a reason why I'm antsy. Even after doing all the grounding and cleansing and clearing that I've done today. I've literally done all the textbook stuff, but I feel like I'm picking up on your energy, guys. So, and then when I said that green represents the heart space, my heart did do like a little flutter. So we're going to take a look at that and see what's going on, right? I might be telling you something that it has just been trapped in your subconscious for a while. We'll see. Spirit, thank you so much for your time, your energy, and your presence. Allow me to deliver a clear and concise message to those watching. Should anything negative pop up, immediately return it to sender. I don't want it on me. I don't want it in my household, and I don't want it on the viewer. For the Aries, please, what's the hidden energies surrounding them that they need to be aware of? Intelligence. Hold on. Intelligence. I feel like you're trying to handle something more intellectually than anything. This is the Hathor. And then as soon as I said that word, my heart fluttered again. I feel like you're working through leaving a karmic lesson behind, or identifying a pattern that's in front of you and saying, okay, wow, this has been what Spirit's been talking about this whole time. Like when I'm watching tarot readings or when I talk to my therapist, I feel like you've had Spirit's given you a gift, if you will, because Spirit be funny like that sometimes with what they would consider a gift. But the gift was maybe something that happened in your life recently that allowed you to evaluate it with awareness. So you were aware enough to evaluate it and then say, aha, I see what you're doing here, whatever it might be. Hopefully this resonates immediately with you. Guys, let me know if that resonated already. Let's see. All right, for the Aries, hidden energies, please. Unsatisfied. Let's see what's going on with this unsatisfied. Yep, I already know what's going on with the unsatisfied. And then especially with this intelligence here, I see why you're trying to handle something. Now I'm sad. Aw. Okay. So, an idea of a person in mind that you might have want to invested in. You might have even started investing in a connection, a situation. Let's zoom out, because for some of you guys this is love, and for some of you guys this is other than. So have it apply the way that it applies in your own situation, guys. And you just not immediately, because if you immediately knew it was lacking, you wouldn't have invested, but you started investing because that's what you do. And it's just not panning out. And so normally where you might react and be like, yo, what the fuck? Oh, sorry. I'm pretty sure like YouTube is changing their rules. So can I just say that was Tourette's? Where you might normally be like, what's up? What's up, person? Like, hello? whatever the situation is, where you might normally say a very emotionally charged thing, you're choosing not to. Or do some sort of emotionally charged action. You're not doing that. You're stepping back from that. Almost there. The card flew out. Almost there. It says, persist with faith, for you are on the brink of a breakthrough. Your efforts are about to bear fruit. And it's somebody walking on the beach. And this reminds me of that prayer. I don't know if you guys know the prayer, if it resonates with you, if you grew up with it. I grew up with it in most of the households. Like, so I grew up in the 80s. Most of the households, I had the footprints in the sand. Like picture somewhere. It's like a prayer. And it's talking to God or Jesus, depending on, who wrote the prayer. And it was saying, like, it's a question to God, like, the person is saying, are you even still here with me? Not you guys. I know you're still here with me. God, like, to God. Like, I didn't see your footprints in the sand next to me. And God's like, yeah, because I was fighting battles. This isn't exactly what he says, but God's like, yeah, I was fighting battles that you had no clue I needed to fight for you on your behalf. I was getting things ready for you. You've never been alone. I've always been here for you. I feel like there's a question of wavering faith for you as well in all of this stuff. And it could be because you thought, oh, here it is. Here it is. This is my thing. This is my person. This is going to be great. I love it. And then whatever happened, a truth, a conversation, a dwindle in the fire, a potential third party, whatever it is. And it just fizzled. And you're looking at different ways to handling it. And I'm going to say to you, Aries, if this is resonating down with you right now, let's get if you don't want to talk about it, let's get a yellow heart in the comments, okay? This is big for you to handle it differently. And I would say congratulations and bravo. I don't even know if you realize how big of a feat it has been for you to grow, to expand, and to be more emotionally intelligent enough, more self-aware that you're able to break the emotions off on this. Not easy to do. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people stay stuck because it's easy to do the same thing over and over again. What's going on in this situation for Aries, please? Page of Cups, Two of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Hangman. Yeah, so you were... Page of Cups right here is telling me that it was new. It was exciting. There was... and if we're talking about... it made you emotionally happy. Giddy are the words. And if this is a love interest that I'm talking about, there was a lot of flirting, a lot of like immediate chemistry with this thing or this person. They might have been at a distance from you, and you might have even, made it said like, hey, listen, like, we can handle this like two adults. Like, we can figure it out. We can figure it out. This could be a conversation that you had with this person. Like, all right, like, I'm ready to take a leap of faith in this. And I've got something steady and successful and stable going on here. But if we need to find a common ground, these are potential conversations that you could have been having with this person or with this job or whatever it is. Because I know not everybody watches this for love, although the bulk of you guys do. And you were even like waiting at this point, in the very near past of even up to today, potentially, right? For them to say, yeah, I'll meet you halfway. So you were already standing at the halfway point. Got you. Even if it's energetically. Yeah. Whatever it is, whatever we need to do. We don't have to listen. We can use our minds. There, no idea is a bad idea. You're ready to brainstorm, and then you wait it for them to reciprocate. That's when the unsatisfied comes, and then that's where the hangman is now. So this is your energy right now. And you get that also too here as well with this unsatisfied. And the hangman energy right now. And this is why Spirit is saying, like, almost there. I'm going to reread this card for you, this almost there card. Persist with faith, for you are on the brink of a breakthrough. Your efforts are about to bear fruit. Now, I don't know if your efforts are going to bear fruit with this person or this thing, but I believe very strongly, and I was saying this at the very beginning, I was alluding to this at the very beginning, Spirit gave you a gift, and it's like, and some people might call it a test, and you're passing if it was a test. Let's see what Aries does with this. Let's I just don't have this inner knowing that Spirit is spiteful like that. And I've described it before, like there's like a loop. I feel like you're here and Spirit is always meeting you. And then they give you an option. Do you want this way or that way, this way or that way? And you chose initially this was what you wanted. And you concentrated on it and you initially invested in it. And everything is meant to grow you and everything is meant to push you along. Nothing is meant to be spiteful. It's just that in this particular lesson, you're learning to kind of step back and see things for what they truly are, not what you want them to be. You're learning not to force somebody's hand, if you will. You're learning to let somebody choose you. And that could still, even if it's not a love reading for you, that could still work in this scenario. So what's going on with this? Let's ask, what's going on with this other person for the Aries, please? The Five of Swords in the reverse. I think you pulled away and man, this might be a huge gift for you guys because you pulled away and this person's like, I think relieved, because if they were to, this could still work for outside of love. Listen to this. If they were to choose you for the job or for their person, that it would take them having to be somewhat uncomfortable. Hence this Three of Wands. They'd have to meet you halfway, and I don't believe that this person or this entity was ready to meet you halfway. So the fact that you're purposely tying yourself up to get a different perspective on things, and you're no longer investing, it's almost like a relief for this person or this entity, and they're saying, okay, all right, well, I'm glad. Have you guys ever seen the movie Office Space? This is the second time, like this month, I think I've referenced it, but it's like the guy, they keep moving this guy's desk, and they move it like further and further in the office building, and then they move him down into the basement, and they fire him, but they don't actually fire him. They just stop paying him. And then they're having a discussion saying the situation's just gonna take care of itself, because he's like, why would he still come to work if we stop paying him? At the end of the movie, it did not pan out better for the company. So hey, maybe I'm speaking. Think of that. If this isn't a work, if this is a work thing for you, then maybe you should watch that movie on Netflix. Hopefully it's, or something on YouTube. Maybe it's free with ads. At the end, the guy is like, hey, I have a question about my paycheck, and he's still coming to work. And then he ends up doing something terrible. But if this is a love thing, then that's their karma. It's like Spirit's doing you a favor. that this person, and you also get to see this, once you pull away from somebody, let me tell you something, Aries collective. When you pull away from somebody, you really get to see who they are. I think there's a few situations and scenarios where you get to see who people really are. If you're dealing with somebody with money, if you're dealing with somebody like after a death of like a loved one, especially like family member or something like that, if you are dealing with somebody and you have to tell them a surprisingly shocking truth about something, their response will really tell you who they are, like in an emergency situation or something like that, right? And then if you start pulling away from somebody, they're really going to show you who they are. If this person, I don't want to be the TikTok person that's like, these are the red flags, but I'm just getting a nudge to say, if they wanted to, they would have. How does this person feel about the Aries if this is a love reading? The Star. You influence them, for sure. You influence them, and maybe this connection has influenced them to visualize their own life differently and heal some wounds. How else do they feel about the Aries? The Devil in the reverse. What's interesting is this person was willing to move on. But I wonder if Aries, I'm talking about somebody. Now, this might not be the person you originally thought. Whoa, I hope you stayed. If you stayed this long, put a red heart and a red rose down at the bottom, because Spirit's about to flip the script. All right, so, and they wanted to do it in the 17th minute with the 17th card. Interesting. So 17 is a very heavy number here. Very angelic, okay? But listen to this. This person might not be the person you initially thought it was. Because at first this person stepped away and took their space, and because they wanted to avoid any additional arguments with you or whatever. And in that time they have healed. I shit you not. And they're releasing themselves from, I don't know, addictions, being an asshole, Tourette's, I think it was Tourette's, even maybe having an unhealthy attachment to you. I'm going to put this deck down. I'm going to ask, how does Aries, now I almost want to get the character reference deck. Hold on. Let's just ask, how does Aries feel about this person, please, Spirit? I don't think it was the person you originally had in mind. 7 of Pentacles. This is somebody from, I said initially you invested. I said that. And this is an investment card. This is somebody that you've invested a lot of time in, or somebody from a long time ago. And this is a farmer waiting for his fruit to ripen. He's got a basket like he's about to harvest. And check this out. It literally says, almost there. I'm going to read it one more time. Persist with faith, for you are on the brink of a breakthrough. Your efforts are about to bear fruit. Oh, it says bear fruit. Guys, who is this person? Because it's I just got a Princess Bride. I do not think it means what you think it means. Who is this person for Aries? If y'all got that reference, let me know. Inconceivable. Right? This is inconceivable. A fire sign? A Knight of Wands? Aries, somebody coming back. Somebody's coming back. This person has been in a state of woe, regretful. It says forgiveness on the card, but I just don't know about this person. I don't. Hold on. let me not put my own personal bias in here and rain on your parade. I just got that reference myself. Spirit, thank you. Barbara Streisand, funny face. Nikki Onstein. I don't know if you guys, stick with me, guys. Stick with me. I'm literally channeling right now. I'm getting downloads. It came out in like 1968 or something. Funny girl. Funny face, funny girl. And she's got this guy who she just loves. She just knows that she loves this guy. And she takes a leap of faith and she jumps on a train, and like planes, trains, automobiles. She jumps on a train and then jumps on a boat to go meet him in the middle of the ocean. I shit you not. And it all could have, and she even says this, like, wow, she like knocks on his door, his bedroom door on the ship, and it opens it, and thank God he's there, like not with another woman. But and she says, she's like, wow, if you would have been, in a different position, then this would have been embarrassing. But he welcomes her, and before she even takes that leap of faith and gets on all the transportation to meet him in the middle of the ocean, on that boat, sorry guys, I'm getting the references. She tells everybody, don't rain on my parade. This is my mistake to make. So is there a potentially taboo connection that you have, Aries? I am getting like, I'm going to pause so I can get my character cards. Hold on. All right, guys, let's see. Who is this person? Please, Spirit. I mean, I said fire sign. It doesn't have to, traveler, coach, fool, fire sign, captain, traveler could be Sagittarius, captain could be Cancer, but then also could be military. Somebody very focused on their career, probably a little too focused on like career and success. The singer card is what's interesting to me after describing. So singer could resonate with you. Like they could be a musician. I mean, I feel like I'm getting every potential possibility. It could be another Aries with the Fool card here, but they could be just younger than you. Very impulsive. So I'm going to go fire sign again. So the singer card would be somebody who would be like a yin and a yang, like a yin to your yang or a yang to your yin. This also is confirming that this could resonate with you. This whole entire reading could completely resonate with you because this is resonance. Moving hearts. This person is traveling towards you like right now. And then coach here. So could be heavily connected to like sports. But then also is somebody who's developing a plan. Holy cow. Who is this person? So what last happened? I ran out of cards. I ran out of cards. Hold on, guys. I'm so interested now. I should pause, but I'm not going to. So you get to see behind the scenes. BTS. Okay, all right, guys. So what happened between Aries and this person? Because I know you're like, well, Shawnee, you told me it's not the person I originally thought it was. No, honey, it's not. So who is this? The Judgment. That's very karmic. The very last conversation that y'all had or interaction you guys had was very karmic, and it was meant to be a bunch of cards flew out. 9 of Cups at the top. It was meant to be, so this person's single, you're single, confirmation for that. But it was meant to be enough of a bang. It was like a big bang for you guys. It was meant to be enough, and no pun intended on this. And then I just burped, excuse me. Yeah, so it was meant to be painful enough for y'all to separate from each other. Whoever that person is. Can you give me more on who this person is? If you guys didn't get it from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different 6 different potential character cards, I'll get wait one more. 4 of Cups. The person you thought would never, ever, ever pan out with. You can comment down below and say, I don't want that asshole, da 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 da. You can do that. Every time that you do that, it helps out the algorithm anyways. The more comments I get, just let y'all know. Or you can keep your energy to yourself. This is for the people who are not in that energy, guys. This is for the people who, like I'm doing, scooted a little bit closer to their phone, laptop, or TV as I'm saying what I'm saying, because you're like, you know who this person is, and you're like, wait, what? Yeah, I mean, it says it here. So what's what? Now what? What's supposed to be happening now? Judgment call has been made. Spirit's like, it's like, so like, what is the movie SNL? The 2 SNL characters, they're like in the middle of the road and they're playing like street hockey, and then there's like car, so then they stop playing their game. So it's like Spirit's like, car, stop playing your game, stop interacting with each other, and then they're like, game on, and then they come, so game's back on again. I keep wanting to say Bill and Ted, but I know that that's wrong. I can't remember who it was. Okay, so why are you telling us this now, Spirit? Is it because it's about to bear fruit? The 7 of Coins. Oh my God! What did I say? I'm sorry. I said, why are you telling me this? And then I said, is it because it's about to bear fruit? And it's literally the 7 of Coins. It's the 7 of Coins. It's about to bear fruit. It's about to go down. I want to cry because this isn't... What happened between y'all was a karmic exchange, but this isn't a karmic connection. This is your greatest teacher. This very well could be a high-level soulmate. This very well could be a twin flame. Hold on. I'm getting a notification. This very well, yeah. So what advice do you have? No, first, I know you want me to ask some more questions. You're like, oh no, you say TF. So what has this person been up to? Let's say that. So what has this person been up to during this time off? Knight of Coins, getting their money up, but then not just like getting their money up, but this person has been, wow, my heart is doing a thing right now. But not just getting their money up, they've been figuring themselves out, like, because this is a pentacle is them, like their own life out. Remember at the very beginning we were talking about like patterns and stuff? What else has this person been up to? I'm done. I'm not done. Listen here, my love. You've been figuring shit out, and this person's been figuring shit out too. Is this upside down? Okay. Hangman. I don't know who this is, but this person has been figuring themselves out, have been noticing their own patterns, and Spirit's like, game on. So what advice? Okay. So wait, how is this person planning on coming towards the Aries? I want to cry. I want to cry. I don't know how, but they are planning on coming towards you with this Ace of Wands. I mean, yeah, a lot of people say like that's like the phallus, but with this particular depiction of the Ace of Wands, I'm not getting phallus. That would hurt. This particular wand would. This one is more like, you know what I'm getting off of this? Olive branch. Wow. Ace of Wands, and then what? Queen of Wands. This is somebody who, listen, you see all of these, do you see all these sunflowers here? And the Queen of Wands is somebody who is like, I'm ready. You're not going to stop me. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready to have, and this is a feminine version of a wand court card, right? So you got the King of Wands, and then you've got the Queen of Wands. So I'm getting very heavy fire sign off of this, or a lot of fiery, passionate energy. And I'm not talking about the bedroom type, even though that could be a part of the connection. That's not what this is. This is like taking, like, I'm ready. You know I'm ready to love forever. It's a Tevin Campbell song, I think. You know, I'm ready to love you forever. Hey, love. Gonna love you forevermore. Oh, look at the cat. I didn't even realize this. There's a cat. This is a black cat in the front here. I feel like that's spirit. Just kind of hanging around, you know, checking in on you guys. How is Aries going to respond to this person checking up on them, contacting them? Moon, it might happen at night, or it might happen around a very significant moon cycle. So like a new moon, full moon, crescent, waning, waxing type thing. The sun? The moon and the sun pops out? The moon's back here in the deck, but the sun? I said, look at the cards. Look at the cards. Look at the sunflowers. Aries. I'm going to just get some advice. I'm going to leave it because I want to cry. I really do. I feel like I'm gonna cry. This is you. Like, you're gonna be like in awe. And you're gonna be a little bit self-protective. Especially with this popping out at the very beginning, like the intelligence. Like, you're gonna be like, okay, well, hold your horses. This is you, right? I'm happy, but hey, hold your horses. Hey, we've done this thing before. So what am I trying to say? Like, you're gonna be careful. You're gonna be happy, but you're gonna be careful. So what advice? I feel like this is happening. I feel like this is happening very soon. This person took their time. It's been a long break with this Knight of Coins in the background for their energy, with the Seven of Coins twice. But it says almost there. What advice do you have for the Aries, please? Guys, are there sunflowers in the bottom? If you've made it this far. 34 minutes, my Lord in heaven. If there's sunflowers in the bottom, comment that down below. The Five of Cups is your advice. And the Five of Cups came up for how they were feeling. Disappointment, regret, forgiveness. The forgiveness was the one that I was having a hard time saying out loud to you guys. And it came out twice. And remember, I said, you know what? Let me not put my own personal bias on here with the forgiveness, but Man, I hope you stayed. Because it might not necessarily be just forgiving them. It might be you forgiving yourself. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespassed against us. If this is something that you want, Aries, it's almost there. It's almost there. All right. Hey, let me know. Save this. Let me know. Come back. I love you guys. See you soon. Bye.